So, you sure this is a good idea?
I think so. Falco's a good friend of mine.
Alright then.
Those who know.
Evelyn Cordelia. Interesting name, honestly.
Never knew about this about him.
Do we... Oh, or we can just barge in. Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, I mean, we.
No,
You
no,
see how
we're already inside. We're already inside.
yeah, we,
Hello!
you seen the lack of doors we have at
Hello.
Riptide.
Come
Uh,
on upstairs. It's okay.
okay.
We're
This is...
upstairs.
This... Okay. Goodness.
It's okay. I understand that. I understand matters are unique sometimes. Hi.
Well, yes. So are you this Evelyn Cordelia?
Cordelia, but yes, that would be I. I am the late betrothed of Vaere Bennett, the one you may have known as Hawk. He
Oh,
was killed recently.
He's a
uh,
good friend of mine.
I heard that he was a friend of Orion's.
Well, it's thanks to Orion that I was able to find you and send a message to you.
Orion? Is he okay? Where is he?
I do not know. He told me he was on the run, and he vanished. It was a few days ago that I spoke with him.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He was with me yesterday and he vanished after we were sought after by bounty hunters.
It's unfortunate. He sent me a message saying that he was going to be in hiding, and then I never saw him again after he left. Sorry. I don't have any information that could help you find him. I could tell you that he was okay a few days ago, but if you've seen him since then, it doesn't change much.
Oh dear. It's quite alright, really.
I called you here. I particularly summoned Bound, but the fact that you are here, I believe you would be Captain Dreadmarrow?
Yes ma'am it is. That's me.
My Fire left me a lot of books to pore over about the political situation of everything. It's helped me better understand who people are and what's going on, so it was a guess, but I'm glad it was the correct one. I called you here because it has come to my attention that there is more people than just me that are unhappy with the doings of the Empire on this archipelago. And I've come to the conclusion that a proper united force is necessary to defeat them. I was informed of a recent conflict regarding your crew.
Oh dear.
I was informed that it was not good.
It wasn't. It was two bounty hunters. It turns out that they actually once worked for Don Lorenzo, according to Orion.
So, yeah.
They wanted our bounties, since apparently I still have one, and Orion's was recently heightened for the fact that he has close relations with Hal and James.
I spoke with Alan James.
Is he alright? I hear he's okay.
It was a little while back that I spoke to him. He was definitely not in the best mental state, but my information
Orion
sinks,
told
but
me he was fine. What am I not being told?
it if you're locked in a cold box for weeks at a time, I doubt that your mental state would remain stable. Alan was mostly dealing with guilt, as he felt somewhat responsible for the death of Vaer for having not done much. But no, he's getting by, but the Empire's kept him in a prison to the north of here. I don't know of his current state. I haven't visited in a while.
If you ever need anything, I'm also up for a prison break. Been a while since I've done that.
It's being considered, but at the moment, my focus is on getting a united force against the Empire prepared. And currently, Homestead is occupied. My actions here are being closely monitored. My every move is probably being watched to some extent by the Empire. I can't do much here. However, I have reason to believe that your country, Riptide to the south of us, may be able to escape their eyes and may be able to escape their attention for the time being.
Yeah, mostly.
I
Yeah, yeah. They haven't really been keeping a close eye on us that much in recent times. Ever since the whole disappearance with most of the people there.
yeah. I think our hope is that maybe we can use Riptide to base this resistance out of and then conquer north. So first we would have to liberate Homestead and then drop down and siege their southern outpost, which I know was attempted before, but I was informed that the attempt was not that much lost. I'm
Yeah, we kind.
I know.
I
See,
I heard the. No, I was there during that fight, and Alan had called the retreat too soon. But those were the strongest one of us. But stay to keep on fighting. Well, like I'm allied with a bunch of other people too, like Bear, like Seas. I'm also alliance with Seaside a bit. They just haven't stopped. They just haven't bothered to check in a while. Of course, of course, I was when back with the old Dawn, so I'm pretty sure they forgot about our deal.
that's that's why I'm keeping this quiet. That's why that's why I have an armed entourage behind me. That's why we will be staging this fight not in Homestead, and why I'll be leading it not as myself. They won't know it's me until it's been liberated. That's the focus. Once Homestead's been liberated, this place will be safe. I'm not scared of a bounty after Homestead is liberated. But until then, a bounty is a very real and very dangerous threat.
I'm willing to pick. I'm willing to have you guys have an out an outpost for your guys' rebellion at Riptide too. If you ever
Under
need abundance of paper for your some paper cartridges, we mass produce paper.
Good. This introduces a whole lot of everything. It was one of the resources left to me by Alan James. He left me a handful of his crows and said that if I needed messages sent, that I could use them. I'm under the impression Orion has been using them to deliver messages as well. I don't question it. I've seen enough crazy shit since I got here.
Yeah, like sounds that makes you old.
As of now, most of it is sniffing out the Empire's defenses of their southern outposts. I want to make them suspicious of an attack on the southern outpost and then liberate Homestead when they're not looking.
Well,
I've been told that there is a method. Proceed. There was. Well, we won't stage another one. We'll make them. We'll lull them into believing that there will be one there, so that they spend all their time fortifying that. Our eyes will be on Homestead. We are vulnerable. The second we attack, it's an all or nothing. The second we attack, they know who is with them and they know who is against them. And then all they do is they just start hunting us down individually. However, with Homestead liberated, at least we now have a walled, fortified city to keep those people safe. If we hit that southern outpost and we fail, we're all going to be one by one probably picked off. One by one, we stand against this empire one at a time. We'll all die one at a time. If we all stand together, they can't kill all of us. I have the information that was left for me, which isn't much. It's why I've been trying to probe our books, their defenses, figure out what's going on. Vire liked to write. He wrote a lot. He left a lot of information for me to use. He didn't even know he was leaving it to me, but he left a lot of information behind.
I know that
I,
there's some information that could probably help out with the fake invasion. There was an old during the first raid on the south outpost. There's caves into their outpost that we mainly that some of us digged into.
I will forward any information I find to you right away. I know your ship is docked south of Riptide, correct? Hmm. Black and pink. I don't recognize any faction or nation that would have a black and pink banner. not black, and they're with us. I mean, I haven't talked to them yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be with us. And the
Mm,
banner I've seen for Scott
maybe see the
doesn't use
old
black.
Wayside banner.
Hmm. Part of me wants to go see if there's anything we can find out about it, but that's dangerous. But mhm. It may come in handy. I'm sure we found a unifying factor. This empire needs to die. I think we all do.
Especially that Scythel, for sure.
I have been looking at the possibility of an assassination attempt, or at least an assault on Scythe to scare him. I have the resources necessary. I just need a time and a place. It isn't anything that'll be happening right away, but if we can at least do some damage to him, it would be nice. Take your time. If either of you encounter Scythe, I want you to know that you have every right to try and attempt an attack. Just do your best to make sure that you're concealing your identities. We don't want to risk too much.
Understood.
Thank you.
Well, there's only one hope that I'm always worrying about, and maybe there's another person like me spying on us.
It's
I
very possible.
always have that feeling whenever we have the meetings.
The thought of it scares me too.
Alec was a good friend of mine back when back when they first arrived. They had helped me and another person look uh, for the old treasures that was later revealed to be be the shards, or to be the pieces of the maze that Scythe
Hello?
has been used.
You okay? I will probably send for some investigation of the southern outpost. I want the Empire to know that someone is looking at it. I want them to be worried about an attack there. But as of now, I'm under the impression that Vair left a method of entry into Homestead that no one else knew about that could be used if a retaking siege ever needed to occur. Once I find it, I will enable it and I will prepare it, and we'll have another way into Homestead. Hopefully we won't have to deal with the pesky walls.
Well, there's a underground tunnel in the Ferris Castle. So that's
Yes,
connected to the track system.
yes, but those tunnels have been used for two different fights. The concept of going underground has clearly been used. We don't stand a chance if we go under again. They'll spot us. It's too risky, and we can't risk people getting caught in those tunnels. I would rather. Yes. Although I believe during the Homestead invasion, the railway was. We attempted to cave it in a little bit to at least slow them down if they tried.
Well, it's not like we could go from the sky because they have that big ship above.
I'm considering it as a pretty valid option.
Although a while ago I did make the water tunnel that I don't think many people use in Riptide, in not in Riptide, in Homestead a while ago.
Water tunnels might work, but I'm under the impression that what he built was built large enough to move a ship through.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
could
it is.
The water tunnel?
Yes,
Hmm.
big enough to
I shall
fit like
see.
one ship. I could show it to you later.
That would be beneficial, thank you. Not at the moment, as at the moment I believe it may be in our better interest to part ways. However, I do thank you for making the trip. It's dangerous, and the Empire is watching, so keep everything quiet. I believe eyes are off of us at the moment, but if you're talking about a distraction, I've considered a minor strike from the northern outpost to kind of scare them a little bit. Just make them look that way and figure out what's going on up there. Maybe it'll get their eyes off of us a little bit. A minor strike that does close to nothing, even if it's just something minor. I was considering unless we blame it on one of their maybe allies. Unless we leave evidence that would suggest
Maybe I could use my old T-Ties connection to leave a little red herring.
a little red herring that leads them down the wrong path, perhaps.
I'll see if I could
I'm
find anything.
I'm not suggesting that this is our current course of action. I'm suggesting it is a course of action. As
But
all
also,
courses of action at the moment seem not great.
but also, so I have some papers I could pull in to distract some of their some of their expert fighters out of the fight for later.
The plans for the rest of this will come after the manpower. At the moment, it's the five of us standing in this room and an Orion, wherever he may be. Although we have the help of Alan James, he's not much help in a prison cell. Probably not much, which is why I don't know if we can count him on the list of names to help us in a fight, as unless we do attempt a jailbreak, I don't see that. I don't see anything happening. I am open to a jailbreak, but we need to make sure we do things in the correct order.
And for the most part in these prison breaks, they never expect the ghost to just to go break people out. They're always expecting a big presentation of a prison break. Oh yes, but you know what those doors are made out of? No, something that I could face through. So as long
Captain,
as there's a way for me to phase, I'll be good.
I don't. I don't know much. I just know that I spoke to him. The security, not the best. If the 5 of us tried, we could probably break him out right now, but it's too risky. Yes. Captain, are you okay? You're not the same person that walked in here. Are you okay? Nope. Okay. Okay. I just sensed a difference in your attitude regarding everything. I don't know. It's nothing. I'm tired. I've been reading a lot and I've not had a moment to rest for a while. I understand your concerns, Captain. Understand that I have myself under control. We just need to make sure that you and your crew are capable of fighting when the time comes. I can handle mine. I can handle me and my men. I need you to handle you and yours. Bound, I don't know how many forces Riptide has, if any, but can I trust that you'll be there when we need you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If if it needs to be I call it that favor to at least distract some of their force.
Understood. Thank you. This has not been developed yet, as first I needed permission from Bound to use Riptide. Now that we know Riptide is an available asset, I believe we can find the means there very swiftly.
Yeah, there's the cave system that holds many houses also. So we have a bunch of just on a lot of space for you to build. But I think it's best to build under something underground. Well, we can do what they did and build a tunnel system to hide the population through tunnels.
I believe that they are not ready for a court. Excuse me. I've been led to believe that there has been multiple attempts at a coordinated assault that has utterly failed, basically before it was even launched. We must take caution to learn from their mistakes, because if we repeat them, we will suffer the same fate. And I believe the biggest mistake was making their existence known too publicly before their first strike.
Yeah, pizzazz is always the downfall of every surprise attack.
I believe there is much we can do to keep our identities and our intentions concealed until that first strike, and that first strike will be to liberate Homestead. We don't want them to know we exist until then. So, until then, there won't be so much as a peep, not even a name to identify us. Not that I can think of. Safe travels.
Travels.
Good luck out there.
Start that secret tunnel system on there. And in Riptide for you guys in the track.
Thank you. I'll get to it. I'll keep eyes on it.
I'll keep an eye out on the south wall. My south wall, that's where the tunnel, my little water tunnel, my ship tunnel's at.
Thank you. I'll find it.
Cool.
Be careful.
Hmm.
Son. Yikes. Yikes, bro.
Uh,
Yo, I'm gonna
redoing that
relog
whole thing.
Reload.
No,